Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with another video. And today we're going to look at 10 of the coolest Star Wars prototypes that sadly never got made. Oh no, oh my god. These are unproduced Star Wars toys, 10 of them that I really love. So let's start with number 10. The Boba Fett Kick Bash figure. This figure's never been found. One was made, as you can see in these photos here, and sadly it's been lost over time. Many of the Kenner employees believe it was probably broken down and made into other figure prototypes. Sad, but it was a cool looking figure. I would really like to see Hasbro maybe redo this figure today, maybe a mail away for part of their retro line. It's a unique look at Boba Fett, and I really do like it. I don't know about you, but that looks pretty awesome. Now, here's number 9. Here's the unproduced figure of Gargan. I hope I said her name right. She was seen in Jabba's palace as one of the dancers. I know a lot of people say she has like 6 breasts or something, but I always thought they were fat rolls, but I could be wrong. Kenner did plan on making this figure, but it was axed by Lucasfilm. It seems Lucasfilm didn't want to produce an action figure based on a prostitute. But honestly, did anyone think this was a prostitute? I just thought she was a dancer in Jabba's palace. And I would love to see what official name Kenner would have gave it. As you know, they gave people weird names. I mean, you have Hammerhead, Squid Face. Oh, I can make a lot of fat jokes of what they would call this figure, but I don't want to get canceled. Honestly, I can't say I would buy this one or be really excited. I mean, I might buy it just to complete the set, but it's nothing I would have been waiting at the store to buy. So let's move on to number 8. The only official new Empire Strikes Back figure we got in the large size line was IG-88. I know you're going to tell me Boba Fett, but he was first released in a Star Wars box. But we almost got Billy D. Williams himself, Lando Calrissian. Now, I never was a huge fan of this toy line, but if you're going to do Star Wars large-size figures, it's a shame we didn't get Billy D. himself. And it looks pretty darn cool right here. I mean, look at the color photo. It almost looks like the Kenner small figure enlarged. I really do like this one right here. I think they did really good work on the head likeness of Billy D. Williams. That's one good-looking head on Billy D. Now, let's move on to number 7. Here's something that's not action figure related, but it's still pretty cool. It's the Snow Rider. This is a piece of plastic and you sit on it. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a snow speeder or what they really was going for here, but it would project a image from Star Wars on the wall, like here, a TIE fighter, and you could act like you're shooting at it. It probably made a lot of sounds and other gadget. Would have been cool if you could spin it around. I really like this, but I really hate the haircut this kid has. Ugh, it matches his shirt. True, that kid might have a stupid haircut, but man, he looked like he was having fun. Lucky drawing, kid. Now let's look at 6. I don't know about you, but I really love this one here. It's a plush stuffed animal of Salacious B. Crumb. That's right, I'm old school. I keep the B in. Some people leave it out and just call him Salacious Crumb, but no, he's Salacious B. Crumb. What does the B stand for? I like to think it stands for Beatrice, but that's just me making it up. Anyway, look at this stuffed toy of Salacious B. Crumb. Oh, I know some people find it hideous, but I love this thing. And I was 11 when Return of the Jedi came out, but I still would have loved to have this thing. My aunt would say that's a thing of nightmares. Well, wait till she sees number 5. Looking at this one, your first thought is, hey, that's the Han Solo gun that they released. That's not an unproduced toy. What are you talking about, Junkman? You're trying to fool us. Well, no, this one doesn't make that sound like you're at the dentist getting your cavity filled. What is this? It's a water gun. They didn't make any Star Wars water guns, at least in the vintage line. That's sad. Why not? It was a great opportunity. What if they came out with a water gun lightsaber? Well, I guess it would have been a water sword or something. Oh, that would have been cool. We could have had a handle. You hit the button and it shoots water in your friend's face. Oh, I could have fun with it for hours. And this, the Han Solo water pistol. Now, that's a toy that'll get you wet. But you know what won't get you wet? This one right here at number 4. This is some unproduced R2-D2 game. Now, at first, this thing looks amazing, and I thought, no, this has to be 90s. Look at the details of this thing. But it has a copyright of 1982. And being that I trust Gus Lopez, his website says it's 1982. This is some good-looking detail to R2, especially for a game. Sadly, this never got released. What is it? I'm not really sure. To me, it looks like some kind of electronic battleship game. But I'm just guessing right there. But according to the information from Gus Lopez, it still works. This thing looks awesome. I don't even know what kind of game this is, but I want to play it right now. Oh, this is awesome. But I tell you what I really would like to play with right now. This right here. I would have loved this one as a kid. Look at this thing. This is like something the A-Team crew would have made. I love this. I love that it holds a lot of figures. Not like the X-Wing was really one figure. That's one thing I loved about the Millennium Falcon. You could put a lot of figures in it. That's what I like about this one too. And yes, this was designed to be on Hoth, but I would have rode it all over the playground if I had this thing. It looks pretty awesome. And I love that big cannon at the top of it. We haven't looked at any unproduced ships. Well, here's one, and it's the coolest. Oh my God, I gotta have this thing. And it's at number 2. The Blockade Runner. Look at this thing. It just looks so awesome. Who wouldn't have wanted this as a kid? I know I sure would. Hell, I'm not gonna lie to you. I want it as an adult. It looks awesome. Why hadn't Hasbro ever just decided to release this thing? Oh, I know why. Because it's freaking Hasbro. Whenever you ask yourself, why don't they make that? The answer is usually because of Hasbro. But look at this thing. It is awesome. And I love it. And I do like that Luke Skywalker's popping out of the top. Looks like he's playing peekaboo. The Blockade Runner. Don't tell me he has another name. I'm old school. This is the Blockade Runner. And I saved the best for last. Number 1, we're going to look at an unproduced playset. The Imperial Outpost playset. Sadly, we just had concept art. I wish they would have really went through and made this thing. It would have been for the 1986 line, but sadly the line was canceled. Look at this thing. It looks huge. I'm guessing anyway, if that AT-AT shown with the playset is the AT-AT that you put your figures in and everything, and not some kind of miniature AT-AT that you hook to the playset, you can imagine how huge this thing would have been. This thing looks awesome. I love it. I need it. I saw someone made one at a toy show, and believe me, it looked awesome in person. And this is the part where I say I wish Hasbro would make it, but then I would be all upset because they would want about $12,000 for it. Whew, that's 10 very cool Star Wars Kenner vintage era unproduced toys. Now, I've already done a video on most of these already that you can find under the playlist of unreleased toys. There you can find a little bit more information if there's any here you really want to learn more about. Or just let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll just redo the video again or put it up as a classic. Well, I want to thank you for watching. As always, thumb us if you like my content. Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.